Hey everybody, Kenny here. Welcome back to Octopath Traveler 2 playthrough. Last time we finished up doing all of the story chapters with every character. This time we're going to go and start knocking out the little side stories with everybody. And based on how much time we have left, we'll go and start trying to knock out all the side quests. Yeah, so we'll start out with Hikari and Agnea. That's right, I had business here. Agnea and Hikari. Crossed Paths, The Dancer and the Warrior Part 2. Agnea and Hikari return to Ku, where the streets are decorated with paper lanterns to send off the souls of fallen soldiers. Benkei then approaches the two with an idea.
Look! They're beautiful. What are these, Hikari? Their light is so soothing.
They're paper lanterns, made to resemble the human soul. The people of the castle town began decorating the streets with them to send off the departed.
I see. They may be gone, but they're never far from our hearts.
Indeed, and their souls light our way.
How wondrous.
Lord Hikari!
What is it, Benkei?
Merely an idle suggestion, but might we hold a festival to commemorate our victory? Since time immemorial, Ku has celebrated its victories in war with lavish festivities. We should do the same, so the people can come to love their new king.
No.
But why, Your Majesty?
Our friends' wounds are still fresh, their bodies and minds still raw. We all lost much in the war. There is no cause for celebration.
You have a kind heart, Hikari. But you shouldn't be so dour all the time. Seeing you happy will make others happy in turn.
Agnea.
How about you try this? Hold a festival to pray for the happiness of those you've lost.
And in that way, we mourn our friends. I see the merit in that. A ritual of remembrance. I like it.
Introducing Day of the Dead.
A splendid idea. I'll begin preparations right away. Lady Agnea, would you dance during the celebration?
Me? It would be an honor.
Well then, we have all we need.
Not quite, Benkei. A ritual requires the appropriate accoutrements.
Ah, but of course, Your Majesty. I suppose I got ahead of myself.
I'll help too. After all, a little hard work never scared me.
Ah, good, good. I have 3 items in mind I might ask you to gather for us.
Do you? Because until Hikari said something, it seemed that you thought that you had everything you needed. Didn't Hikari be the one who makes requests for which items we need?
Wine to use as an offering, wood from a sacred tree, and of course, a mask for the dancer.
You can count on it.
Yeah, we never did go check Ku for all of the lore we needed. I'd be careful, how are you? There's a horse thief loose around these parts. Rumor has it he steals them while they're out grazing and then sells them high in other lands. People say he works with a black market dealer out round Wellgrove. Horse thief. Gotta. Suss out. Yeah, you've got style. Pick whichever one you'd like on the house. Horse merchant, age 64, a traveling horse trader who has one ear open for horse-related news. Although not the genteelest speaker, he is kind and sincere in his business dealings. He claims to have no choice but to be good, since horses don't take to bad folks.
Thank you.
I met an interesting rancher in Oars Rush the other day. He loves horses so much, he'll pay out of his own pocket to tend to any he finds injured. Thing is, he's short-handed and in a bit of a bind. Traveling merchant, age 26. A merchant who travels between Hineoma and the Wildlands. He is less successful than his hardworking nature might suggest due to his unfortunate habit of letting valuable information slip without realizing it. Horse lender, age 32. Woman who used to run a horse lending service in Ku with her husband. The business was a prosperous one, with a growing herd of horses famed for obedience and stamina, until the maelstrom of war claimed her husband. Forged horseshoe. Me and my late husband lived here for ages, renting out horses to whoever needed them. But I've got a problem. I left them out to graze the other day, and they just up and vanished. I searched for ages, but I couldn't find hide nor hair of them. My dearly departed husband loved those beasts like they were his own children. Without him, my business will go bust. I'm in a real pickle, I'll tell you. Then again, maybe it's a sign for me to hang up my hat and find work. I think it's important to experience a town from the average citizen's point of view. Official, age 44. A Ku official charged with overseeing the castle town. He has taken in a brother and sister who lost their parents in the war and now lives with them in town. Heavy can be the head that doesn't wear the crown, but her generosity has won her much trust from the townsfolk. Suki porridge. Prisoner, but they don't have any records. Another side quest here. Childhood friend, age 30. Childhood friend of the two men who long to be known as the strongest. He has heard both sides of their argument countless times, but finds neither compelling or even interesting. and recently married a more mature man with calmer patterns of thought. Just these two. Haste makes waste. That goes for healing injuries and building a country. Apothecary, age 36. Former apprentice of an apothecary in the castle town. The moment he heard of the upheaval in Ku, he returned as quickly as he could, only to find that his master had already perished. He vowed and followed her in her footsteps, and thus he now cares for the townsfolk. I thought we were done for when the place went up in flames, in my opinion. 3 hours later. Citizen, age 23, a talkative youth who reminisces at length about the Civil War. Those around him are astonished at the endless stream of words that come out of his mouth. But the boy's loquacity belies a debilitating fear of his own mortality. Wine offering. Guess we can find him at night to get the wine. I swear that I will not allow this town to suffer the slings and arrows of war ever again. True soldier, age 31. A soldier who watches over the town day and night. He has not moved past the fact that so many of the townfolk died in the Civil War. He knows in his bones that a country is nothing without its people, and that is what compels him to stand watch each and every day. Thank you for your service. May the sacred flame of light light your path for our reborn kingdom.
Let the show begin!
My turn.
Ah! Your essence is mine!
My journey will not end here.
Okay, I had come out here before. I'll rebuild the castle, brick by brick. Just watch, brother.
I have a request.
Zito the Butcher, age 33. Former gladiator in the Montwise Arena who calls those he would risk his life for brothers. This unwittingly stems from his inability to protect his true brothers from the ravages of war. He now devotes himself to helping his new brothers in Ku. There they go again. I swear, those two set my teeth on edge. Neither of them ever backs down once they start a quarrel. Not children. They need to learn how to act their age. Wish I could talk some sense into them. They won't listen to a word I say. Oh, I can't talk to them. Proud pikeman, age 38. A man who longs to be known as the strongest of all. He strives to be active in all things, believing that victory can only come by going on the offensive. He was recently rejected by a woman for coming on too strong without getting to know her properly first. Boastful Shieldman, age 43. A man who longs to be known as the strongest of all. He believes defense is the key to victory, and values defensive strategy above all. His sweetheart recently left him for being too cautious about marriage. Oh, he has double slash. He has twofold thrust. Yeah, so they're not there at night. Can't spend all your time moping about. You gotta face the future. Carpenter, age 35. Master carpenter living in the castle town. After losing his wife, he spent his days mourning her passing at the local tavern. Seeing the town destroyed during Civil War, however, gave him new purpose, and he now leads a large group of carpenters in the rebuilding of the town they lost. Headed up a storm today too, I did. My vocal cords. Sure, I take it. Alright, so we just gotta kick both their asses as Akari. Oh, did I talk to them? Regularly talk to them? Okay, you can't regularly talk to them.
If I must.
Ahaha! My unstoppable spear cannot be stopped.
On your guard. My turn. Choose your next move wisely. Predictable. I return your wrath twofold. I return your wrath. Now it begins. Allow me. My turn. I fight for my friends. I summon Brand. Good. I still have much to learn. You still have much to learn. If I must.
Nothing compares my impenetrable shield.
On your guard. Now it begins. Choose your next move wisely. My turn. How's this? I return your wrath. Here I come. Allow me. Too slow. I return your wrath. Prepare yourself. My turn. Prepare. I'll end this. I summon Brand. Who's next? for the pride of Ku. You still have much to learn.
Okay. Level slash. 25 SP, unleash a powerful sword attack on all foes. Okay, so level slash is not based on your HP, just a group attack. Oh, thank you. Phew, finally some peace and quiet. Thanks for putting a stop to their fighting. They've been like this since we were children, you know. Besides, their whole argument is moot to begin with. Neither of them could fight their way out of a potato sack. They're just two wool-headed men who like to buying antiques. Spear of strength, spear of strength, shield of strength. Okay, the shield of strength, 108 to both, and guaranteed critical when taking damage. Like, as in, you're guaranteed to take a critical hit when you take damage, or you're guaranteed to get a buff that causes you to deal a guaranteed crit when you take a hit? I'm not sure what this means. Because if it's the first thing I said, then that is awful. Spear of strength. Yeah, so Spear of Strength is actually really good. It guarantees that you critically hit. Means you don't even need to... You don't even need to spec for... Well, I mean, so I don't know if the more crit you have, the more crit damage you deal. Because if the crit stat actually does affect crit damage, then you'd still want to stack crit. Yeah, but this, I don't know how to consider this. Regardless, for now, we'll just have Articio equip that. Like, it's not, like, you know, it's not a damage bonus for him, but the guarantee is that he critically hits. Then this might be the thing we need in order to get him into the... into the big damage club. Although he doesn't have any... doesn't actually have any spear skills. And maybe if Elgin's bounty will use whatever weapon you have set. I'm not sure. We'll try it. If it seems like it's affected by the weapon he's wearing, then we'll pump his crit to see if it does anything. Alright, get up this way. I knew Mommy works in the castle. Girl, age 6. Girl who lost her mother in the war. She's since warmed to the woman who took her in, and is learning how to laugh and enjoy life once more. But she always recalls her sickly but loving mother when she lays down for the night, leaving her pillow tear-stained as she drifts off to sleep. I wonder if I can be as strong as him someday. Boy, age 9. Boy of weak constitution. He was late in trying to flee the war and would have surely died if not for the heroic efforts of a soldier wearing his headband. He longs to reunite with his savior, pay his thanks, but has yet to find them. 52, 54, 60 speed. It's more speed, less defenses. I'm going to grow up and be upright adult and serve the king and everything. Boy, age 9. A young boy whose mother died in civil war. He is training and studying so that he may one day serve as Ku's king. When memories of his deceased mother come to him, he is nearly driven to tears, but puts on a brave face so as not to upset his younger sister. Only got the strength to wait and watch and see what happens.
I have a request.
Elderly man, age 70. An old man enjoying a comfortable retirement in the castle town. He survived the war, but knowing he did so when so many young lives were lost has left him racked with guilt.
Interesting.
Oh, it's these guys. I don't know if I can find them at night. This bow is incredible. Really have an eye for tableware. This plate you bought, magnificent. You got amazing taste, you know that? Town's getting back on his feet. Citizen, age 27. A woman hired to clean the residence of the castle town's former lord. She took on the job in place of her dear friend, who saved her life on the day that the war broke out. Her name was Suki. I never truly saw my hometown until I left it behind. Now I know a home's an important thing. Woman, age 52. Woman who was born here, but left 10 years ago. She returned home when word of the war reached her, only to find her parents' house reduced to a pile of ash, with her parents inside it. All she managed to recover were a few mementos that survived the blaze. The energy of the youngins, the energy of the youngins we need around here. There ain't much us old folk can do.
No, I said I'm not sleepy yet. Mommy has to wake up early for work, so it's almost bedtime. Having a family inspires me to work harder.
Though we may wish it to be, the world is not always a pretty place. Official, age 36. An official who has worked in the coup government for several years. He cannot abide the new king's pledge to be a friend to the people rather than a ruler. He also believes that the commoners are not to be trusted, and secretly ordered his soldiers to be extra vigilant. I think any world where we can't speak frankly of our hopes and dreams is too corrupt to accept. You're talking to the wrong guy there. Coup soldier, age 21. A young man who recently enlisted in the coup army. His older brother also served the lord of the castle town as a soldier, but laid down his life in the Civil War. What sort of person is the lord his sibling admired so? This is the question that led this man follow in his brother's footsteps. What shape will the new coup take? Whatever it may be, it's my job to see our country survives and thrives.
Will this do?
Coup soldier, age 28. Soldier who has reinvented himself as an envoy of coup, traveling far and wide on the nation's behalf. For his superiors, entrusting someone so young with such an important task is also a way of demonstrating the nation's openness and forward thinking in order to attract new talent. Strength is needed to protect the peace, don't you agree? $10,000. Dangerous to wander at night. Be careful. Ah, it's up there. Alright, so last thing we need is in the castle part.
But traveler, I offer you a warning. Only the greatest of heroes can challenge the 5 trials of this tower. You who enter ever return. Proceed at your own peril. Knowing the risk, do you still insist on proceeding? No. I suggest you leave. Life is not something one should throw away. Wasn't aware that was here. Side quest in there. How about the sweet dumpling? They're scrumptious. Merchant, age 23. Woman selling dumplings and other light fare within the very castle grounds that were once off limits to commoners. She's recently formed a bond with a dumpling-loving official, friendship that exceeds her modest station. Dumpling maker skewer. I am intrigued. The new king's a decent sort. I can't say I dislike him. Citizen, age 33. The wife of a blacksmith in the castle town. She visits the castle nearly every day to speak her mind and petition for a number of causes, making loud, passionate, and humanist arguments that are well-reasoned and substantive. The government finds her quite useful as a conduit to the people. Chimera. Day after day is petitions, petitions, petitions. It's a hard job, but then again, it's one worth doing. Official, age 29. An archivist who keeps records of coup government movements and machinations. She was once confined almost entirely to her desk, but the new regime's interest in the opinions of his subjects has given her the opportunity to speak freely with the townsfolk. He then collects their opinions into proposals and presents them to the government. None of them are here at night. We owe Master Kazan our thanks. Without him, the town would never have recovered so quickly. He donated 3 billion leaves to the reconstruction. That's no paltry sum. Minister, age 40. A minister who serves the nation of Ku with a traditionalist streak. He accepts the new king's rule and has sworn fealty, but finds it irksome that the commoners may now enter the castle grounds as they please. Having ossified over long years, his opinions cannot be changed overnight. You must always remain wary of danger, especially in times of peace. That's why I became a soldier.
Will this do?
Who soldier, age 21. Soldier who carries soldier who carries herself with dignity. She handed her superior a stinging defeat during her combat trial. Earned her a prize spot on the castle guard. She dresses as a man so as not to be belittled, and thus far her secret is safe.
Interesting.
Hahaha, I'm invincible. I can protect this castle all by my lonesome.
not just the army that protects the peace, but ordinary folks like us too. Merchant, age 25. A merchant who has just opened up his own shop. Where once only established merchants with long-standing connections to the government Peter Ku, new generation of enterprising folk are now permitted to build their businesses. Reduction to trade. Treasurer, age 51. Head of Ku's treasury. Unfortunately, during his tenure as treasurer, 4 items representing the tortoise, Qilin, dragon, and phoenix were stolen. He has quietly recovered the tortoise and Qilin, but faces such embarrassment if the remaining 2 are not found as well. Oh, woe is me. I shall live my life in shame for this failure. 4 treasures of Ku have been stolen. The conflict threw things into chaos. Yes, but even so, I've managed to recover 2 of the 4, but the other 2 remain lost. If they're taken across the sea, they'll be lost to us forever. Need to find them, and soon. Knowledge of the past is necessary for us to carve ourselves a new future. Official, age 32. A librarian who manages Ku's vast storage of books. Within the collection are documents written in the ancient Ku language that was used when the nation was first founded. The tomes have long been prohibited, but now that the ban has been lifted, he has begun deciphering them. One of 3 accoutrements for the ritual of remembrance. I'd be happy to answer your entreaty with kindness. Alright, I have all the stuff. Greetings. Ku Soldier, age 19. Soldier who stands watch over the castle grounds day and night. He's a man of no particular skill or talent who insists that his diligence is his only defining trait. His unvarnished personality and calm demeanor, however, have earned him the trust and respect of many. All's well. Phew, I've secured the budget for now.
I have a request.
Minister, age 58. Who's Minister of Finance? Rather timid, he has nonetheless found ways to raise enough funds to rebuild the town after the protracted war. Unfortunately, his busy schedule and ever-present anxiety have robbed him of his appetite. Today, for example, he has not but a single serving of azuki porridge. My bad. Wounds left by civil war are deep, but nevertheless, our people still look to the future. Citizen, age 61, an old man who reports the goings-on of the castle town to the castle officials. Initially hired by the royal guard to spy on the townsfolk and alert the royals to any sign of insurrection, his job is now to speak plainly to and with the people and share their opinions. It is my duty to serve our kingdom's lord as Prime Minister. Prime Minister, age 42. Who's calm and collecting Prime Minister? He's adept at surveying the opinions of the people, soldiers, and ministers, considering them fairly before handing down the most reasonable course of action. He is of the notion that politicians must be rational at all costs, though he has learned to suppress his own emotions. Sweet dumpling after work sure hits the spot.
I have a request.
Lady in waiting, age 33. Woman who tends to odd jobs within the castle. Post-war reconstruction has obliterated the castle's coffers, leading to a shortfall of staff which keeps her more than busy each and every day. She still reasons that's a damn sight better than fleeing for her life during wartime. Can't argue with that. Oh. Victory! I messed up less than I did yesterday. Tomorrow, why, I'll do even better.
I have a request.
Lady in waiting, age 22. Woman who recently began working in the castle. The lean staff ensures she is perpetually busy, and the long list of things and preferences to remember has led to no small number of incidents. Nevertheless, she carries on with an irrepressible verve. Everyone in the castle thinks highly of her. Good to fight for a cause, brother. Oh, whoops. I forgot about the errands I was asked to run. My job to instruct the next generation. Whip those kids into shape, mark my words. Man, age 63. Stubborn but virtuous minister in King Jigo's service. He could no longer abide Mugen's rule and stepped down from his position, but leapt at the opportunity to serve the new regime. Lately, he has taken it upon himself to train the young officials. To be honest, it's my pleasure to help craft the new King Manu. I'll take that assassin dagger, thank you. Mr. Minister. I'll protect this kingdom, for me and for all the heroes who died in the Civil War. Divine Splendor.
Will this do?
Who officer, age 35. The captain of a regiment comprising dozens of soldiers. He hardly speaks a word and looks quite ordinary for a soldier. but his war record precedes him, and his soldiers respect him immensely. Many regard him to be the toughest of the currently serving 11 captains of the force. Find that guy during the day? I haven't seen him anywhere. Yes, everybody here. Like, I feel like I remember like seeing someone mention the Dragon Vase before. Phoenix fan, I don't recall. Yeah, the horse thief is somewhere outside town.
Are these what you were looking for, Benkei?
Yes, yes, perfect. Now we've all we need to begin the ritual. And with your lovely steps to add color to the procession, I reckon this will be one for the ages.
Patience, Benkei. If Agnia is to dance, we'll need music, yes?
Ah, but of course, I suppose I got carried away once again.
We can't entrust such an important occasion to just any bard. Do you have anyone in mind?
Now that you mention it, a rumor has been spreading among the people. They speak of the dulcet tones of a lute drifting from the tranquil grotto.
A lute?
Then we know where to go.
Yeah, I did that dungeon. I guess this is why... Alright. Okay, so they're why this exists. They're why this exists. Means... Okay, so they're probably for the manor. That's probably why we couldn't do the thing here. That's probably for them. And I guess that the graveyard is for them. We never had to come here for anything else. We just went in there exploring. Can I just go back here? No. There an inn here? I don't think there is. Okay.
I'll do what I must.
Here goes. Bring it on.
All right. Surprise!
Fight dirty.
Here I go.
Axe attack.
Sleep now. I know no cure for evil.
Right here. I'll be a great warrior someday, mark my words. Novice warrior, age 28. Young swordsman in training who wishes to be known throughout Ku as a true warrior. He seeks a teacher willing to train him. Alright, so there will probably... like same way that... like the lady that Ochet fought, we need to bring to a... oh, we need to bring a hunter to her. And... we need to talk to... like Dochinea's bodyguard about a gift. There's probably somebody somewhere who's like looking to train an apprentice or something, or you know, train a swordsman. So we'll have to, yeah. Looks like we can. Yeah, so we'll need to have him follow us to whoever that is once we know who it is. Make sure nobody's up here.
Yeehaw! Bring it on.
My turn.
Axe attack. All right. The winds of favor favorite book, so that's it.
Here I come. I'm waiting.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Let's do it!
Only it's one enemy.
Befelgian, make me rich!
All right.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like having Particio with that's really useful in any way.
I can do whatever I set my mind together now. Surprise! Sorry. Thank you.
And the only other spear using class is warrior. Like for armors master, like these skills only work if if you have the specific weapon equipped. So like this only works if you're wearing the Conqueror's Sword. This only works if you're wearing the Warlord Spear. This only works if you're using the Dancer's Blade. This only works if you're using the Lionheart Axe. So that's not a solution for that. But the only spear attack that exists in the entire kit for all of the characters is Piercing Thrust. That's it. Yeah, only dagger and staff. And maybe switching Agnea to warrior. He gets to keep the sword, which doesn't really do her any good as the warriors. She doesn't have access to surprise attack anymore, but this spear strength on her. Okay, nobody's standing there. Nobody's standing there.
Here goes. Bring it on.
Now then. This is... Yeah. My spear strikes true.
Prepare yourself.
So that was a crit, but wasn't a good crit.
Spear of the War. Who's next?
My turn. Axe attack.
Whack! Gotcha. Maybe next time.
Yeah, unless one of the remaining jobs has some, like, really good spear skill in it, then I think that this weapon is a troll. So I don't see any use case for this. You know, the only skills that exist for the spear are Hikari's skill. The other skills that Hikari can use, like, you know, like mythical boar that he can learn from people. And then, you know, the arms master skill, which, you know, could only be used with the divine weapons. Yeah, it feels like it's a troll. Bring her back to Beef. Beef is definitely her best job.
The ground is treacherous here. Watch your step.
Thank you.
Are you okay, Agnia?
Immediately faceplants.
Sorry. I'm so clumsy sometimes.
And yet you move forward. Such is your nature. If you should stumble again, take my hand.
I will. Thank you, Hikari. What is this?
The beginning of Ku, or so they say.
The beginning. Hikari, that sound, it's...
I know. Let's keep going.
I'm just getting one. Whack!
Now to... Surprise, I did it! Thank you!
It has been entirely too long.
Yomi!
I had a feeling it was your loot the townsfolk were whispering about.
Oh, far and wide people speak of me in awe. Today, tomorrow, and the day after that.
Why are you playing in a place like this?
I was waiting for you, Lord Hikari. And remembering my dear sister. Often, we would take refuge in these very caves and play the lute together. A battered thing we found on the road. Its strings were rotted and its sound was warped. Nonetheless, for lowborn like us, hearing it was like living in a dream. One night, we overheard our parents speaking. Why were we burdened with twins? We can't raise them both. We have to leave one in the mountains.
That is crazy.
My hand was trembling in fear, but my sister wrapped hers around it. And so she held me until sleep came. When I awoke, she was gone. She had left our home so that I could stay. I was all alone, and despite how poor we were, I managed to make it to adulthood. Day after day, I plucked at the loot, my sister always in my thoughts. And to my surprise, I actually became quite good at it. During my travels, my sister and I were reunited. She served as an attendant to the royal family of Ku, and lived in the castle town.
I know her name. It was Tsuki, wasn't it?
Just so, Lord Hikari. Was. Tsuki is no longer with us. She was taken by the very clan she served.
Hikari.
I know it is ridiculous to bear a grudge against you, Lord Hikari. But what else is there for me to do? No matter how often I sing of her, my pain does not subside. Lord Hikari, would the sight of your blood wash my suffering away?
It's as you said. Clan Ku took everything from you. And I will bear that burden, Lady Yomi. If there is anything I can do to ease your pain, then I will do it. Raise your weapon.
Please forgive me. I can contain my pain no longer.
On your guard. Here I come. Choose your next move wisely.
Try this.
My turn. Choose your next move wisely. I return your wrath twofold. Too slow. I return your wrath. Here I come. How's this? I return your wrath. My turn. Now it begins. I fight for my friends. I summon Brand. Good. I still have much to learn.
Ice-based damage to all foes and have a set chance to put them to sleep for 3 turns. Interesting. I mean, it's not something I would want for Hikari, but interesting.
Lady Yomi.
Lord Hikari, you are strong, and your heart is kind. I have no doubt that my sister was happy to serve your family. Itsuki, forgive me. I couldn't do anything for you in return.
She would be happy to see that you still live.
Yomi, why don't we pray for your sister's happiness together?
Together?
There will be a ritual to honor the departed, to mourn their passing. Will you lend us your lute to send off your sister and the countless others?
Lord Hikari. Suki.
I wonder why it is that there aren't any vocalists that were hired to do these lines. Like none of the songs have actual singers behind them. They just have the text that suggests what the songs are.
You've gotten much better, Yomi.
Thanks to you, Suki.
No, Yomi, no. You chose this path yourself. Just as I chose mine. Lord Hikari will guide us to a brighter future. I'm sure of it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a flashback, but this doesn't coalesce with the story she told. Because from what she said, they did find the lute, and they did practice it together, but she didn't get good at it until after Suki left.
You have much faith in him, Suki. What can I do, Suki? I would repay the favor I owe you.
Just play your lute for a little while longer. Hearing it sets my heart at ease.
I mean, are they saying that after Suki left and she learned to play the lute, that she went to Ku and found Suki? I mean, but that isn't in line with what you said though. She made it seem like, like like after, like the last time she ever saw her sister was, before, like she left the night that, they thought that their parents were going to abandon one of them in the mountains.
So please, just for a little while longer?
By the light of the heart, completed Agnea and Hikari's cross path. Side quest here before? Mika, age 17, younger sister of the late swordsman Ritsu. She carries a deep hatred in her heart for war and is quick to lend a helping hand to the injured. Not out of kindness, but guilt. Her name means sky in the ancient Ku language. It is the only thing her impoverished father was able to give her before his passing.
That was very helpful.
Excellent work, Lady Mika. You've been a boon to us all.
Master Benkei.
Even so, we all have our limits. No one here expects service to come at the cost of well-being. Take a break, girl. I can shoulder this burden for a while.
Thank you, but I'm fine.
But...
Really, there's nothing to worry about. Please, let me continue.
Well, well, there you are. As you can see, our nation has come together to rebuild. By the efforts of all, our work is proceeding apace. That being said, I worry about poor Mika. The sand lays thick on her skin, and she scarcely rests. From morning to night she toils. And the look on her face, it does not tell of a happy heart. It pains me to see it. Although only a small gesture, I would present her with a new kimono to block the sun and sand. However, every weaver in Ku is preoccupied at present. How far must I journey to find one?
Okay. So we need to... Benkei, age 38, royal vassal of Hikari and King Jigo before him. He spent his youth wandering the land and testing his abilities against others, until bested by the young King Jigo, who had caught wind of his story and come to challenge him. After being defeated, he changed his name from Musashi to Benkei and swore his fealty to the king. I mean, I consider this a huge insult. You're gonna make Benkei a 7. Benkei should be a 10. Benkei should 100% be a 10 for how he's presented in this game. That is such a huge insult. So level 80 for the spear. Five more levels for Agnea. Or we buy it with Berticio for almost 100 grand. But we already know, like, you know, spears aren't worth getting. Like, it's a useless item type. So for kimonos, that... I mean, the only place would be Sai, right? I mean, there's not really any other... Is Wellgrove known for dresses? I don't think they are. I mean, they are, like... maybe. I mean, we did complete that side quest that made it that they have the... They can do, like, the dyed textiles now. Oh, who's this? It was not them. Yeah, no records here. Weird. Kimono. Oh, there's a record shop. Yeah, I don't want to start this yet. Like, I don't remember anyone being like a dressmaker or anything here. Masood's daughter, age 27, daughter of the legendary merchant Masood. She does not resent her father for disregarding both herself and her mother for the sake of his business, but she does not respect him either. She simply resolves never to live the same way he did. Could have swore we got that before. Not anything to do with Masood or his daughter. Townsperson, age 23. Woman who spends every waking moment of her day in some form of toil. By day, she is a provisioner, and by night, she works at the tavern. All her pay goes to treatment for her father's war wounds, but she hides her own suffering well behind a cheerful smile. Many of the townspeople are privately cheering for her. Yes, it's not here. I don't remember any place being like the place you go to get dresses. I may be New Delsta?
What? You asked others about what I should get Madame Dulcinea? I see. Gifts come from the heart. Thank you. I've made up my mind. The gratitude I feel for my liege is deeper than I can express. I laid awake thinking about it all night, but nothing else came to mind. I will give her a dumbbell.
All right.
The secret to my lady's beauty lies in the strength of her heart and body. With training, that beauty can last forevermore.
Sure.
You seem underwhelmed. No matter. I must deliver my gift to Madame Dulcinea at once.
Veronica! I hadn't hired your services for the day.
I know, my lady. I came to bring you a gift to show my gratitude.
Oh, is that so?
Here.
Oh. This is wonderful! Thank you, Veronica. I absolutely love it.
Do you, my lady?
Yes, truly. This is a fantastic gift. This profound weight, the stunning sparkle of steel. It's absolutely perfect for a star like me. You never disappoint, Veronica.
I'm delighted you think so, my lady.
By the by, Veronica. We met on this very day long ago, did we not?
I was blessed with physical prowess. So much so that I could best those with years more experience than I thought only of my training, and poured my blood, sweat, and tears into growing stronger. At times, I was forced to act more ladylike. Moments like those caused me to lose my way.
Oh.
But then, you spoke to me after I stumbled upon one of your shows. To each her own shine, you said. Never lose sight of who you truly are. You have no idea how those words saved me. Madame Dulcinea, I would protect you for my whole life, should you ask.
You have saved me as well, Veronica, and I cannot imagine another by my side. I'll make good use of your generous gift. I can only imagine what sort of sound this will make.
Sound, my lady?
But of course, this is meant to be struck like a drum, is it not? I simply must have it as an accompaniment in my next show. Now then, to begin preparations!
Wait! Madame Dulcinea!
Bodyguard's Vantage. The shield that does not provide any support benefits. Just makes you a better fighter. Pretty good. That is pretty good. Obviously not for Hikari, but maybe we give it to Agnea.
Yeah, I can't think of where to go to buy a dress. Like, Wellgrove seemed like the obvious choice, but was not. See if we can do the horse thing. Ranch owner, age 47. The owner of a horse ranch in Orsrush. Formerly a storied knight who went through dozens of horses by riding them too hard as mere tools of war. He had a change of heart after the horse he was riding saved his life in battle. He opened his ranch to atone for his wrongs against them. Yeah, once again, I could have swore I had that one already. One here? Yeah, don't know where to check for the horse thing or the horse thing or the dress thing. Tried talking to both of them. That wasn't anything. Definitely check that. Townsperson, age 42. One of the folks who keeps the town running smoothly. He helps settle those who arrive and make it their home. Once a mercenary who fought for money, his outlook on life changed after losing his wife and child in the war. He now helps people make the most of what's precious time they have. That's Griff. Yeah, I don't know where we're supposed to go for either of these things. Merchant, age 33. Merchant who deals in loots, who deals in lutes. Stringed instrument with roots in Hineoma. His love for lutes is second to none, and he carries a wide selection of wares for any interested. Whether they're beginners or seasoned professionals, the lute's tones are simple yet mysterious and profound, which is why it is also known as the instrument of the heavens. Okay, buy a lute from him. I don't know, maybe there is a quest that we're gonna need that for, but that is not what we're looking for right now. Yeah. I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna call it here. Then next time okay, because I'm guessing these are gonna take much longer than the originals did. Since obviously, like, you know, there's a story component and a dungeon component for each of these. So I guess I'll do like one session per, along with as many side quests as I can knock out. I guess I'll just like look up like the ones that like I haven't figured out. So for next time, I'll look up how to do this one. Like, I think I know how to do this one, so I won't look up that one. Look up how to do these. I look up where to find that. I look up where to find the horses, these items, and the kimono. And these two. Need to figure those out for a while. Yeah, so I'll look up how to take care of those between sessions. And next time we'll just see how much we can do after finishing their Octopath. And if there's time, we'll try to knock that one out too. That's gonna be it for this one. Thanks everybody for stopping by and checking me out. Enjoying the playthrough, appreciate doing the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, Stay Victus, Maris, and bye.